Hi everyone, been down the bank. As usual, the introductions to these must be getting boring because I'm saying the same thing, but that's what I'm doing. So today I got $350 worth of Australian coins. So I have $100 of $2 coins. I have $50 of 50-cent pieces, and I've got $200 of $1 coins. So we'll go through these and see what we can find today. $2 coins, I got only 2 coins, and believe it or not, I got the 2 lowest dollar elder coins that have been minted. So they're both elder, same, that's the same, elder. I'll show you anyway. But they're both elders. And it's a 2011 and a 2019. The 2011 is 1.8 million, which is our lowest circulating elder coin. And the 2019 is our second lowest elder at 2 million. So 1.8 mil, 2 mil, and that's the lowest. So the only 2 coins in there are the 2 of the hardest coins to find. So lovely. Beautiful. I'll get into the 50 cents now. Okay, after checking that $50 of 50s and the $200 of $1 coins, I kept 17 coins here. So in total, including the $2 coins, I've kept 19 coins for $16. Lovely. That's real good. You'll see when we get to these ones here how good that is. So, 2 1997s, that's really good. They're 4.3 million each, 1997, and they come in at number 7 on the lowest mintage with that. That effigy there, they class that as number 2 effigy. So we've got a queen prior to that. The first effigy of the queen went up to 84. So 85, this effigy took over. And then from 99, this effigy took over. And then from 2019, this one took over. And in 2000, this was a special one-off. There, so 2 1997s, excellent. Coat of arms, like I said, 7th lowest for the coat of arms. And these ones you can find double bars on. I checked both of them, nothing on them, so look out for your 1997 with the round speed hunt double bars on them behind the emu's head, which is an error. Then we have a 2000 special effigy there for the royal visit that we had here. So low mintage too, that one. That's 5.1 million. So I'll keep that. I've got about 5, or I think, uncirculated ones. I had a roll of them one time from 2000. I've still got 5 uncirculated ones sitting there somewhere. And then, beautiful, 3 50th anniversary of our decimal coins here in Australia. And that one's a coat of arms. It's the only coins, the 2016 range, 5 cents right through the $2, that has the commemorative on the obverse on the front. All other commemoratives are always on the back, but this one they put on the front, and the queen is on the front, as you can see just there. It's a small effigy. There's 7.1 million, and they rank in at number 9 on the coat of arms scale for low mintage. So that's number 9 at their mintage at 7 million, nearly 7.1 I think, 7 million. So I got 3 of them, so that's quite good. I keep them because they look good anyway. So again, page full of them, look really nice, all high grades. Then here I've got a 2018, beautiful condition, beautiful at the back. I thought it was a 2020 or something because of how good it was on the back there. But 2018, 3.7 million. And that one is ranking in at number 6 on the scale for the lowest mintage. For coat of arms, that is, in circulation as well. Then, look, 2019 JC. Another one. That makes number 20. I'm still on 5 plus I go one way. So 6 IRB, 2019, old effigy, this one, to 20 of the new JC. These are 70,000 at the moment. Going to go up massively, guaranteed. The 2019 IRB is set at 240,000. And for anyone that doesn't know, but a die, our dies, American dies, can go up to 350,000, but our dies are usually around a 240,000 mark they can get out of each die. So the 2019 IRB was one die runoff. That's all they did, and all the rest, I gather, would be for the rest of the year is going to be the 2019 JC. So yeah, they're probably going to be barging up there when the annual report comes out. You know, I'll be going on, you know, that 800,000 to 1 million, somewhere up there from 70,000 at the moment. But still low mintage either way. Doesn't matter if it's the first or the second in the mintage range. At the moment it's the lowest, but even if it goes past 240,000 becomes the second, it doesn't matter. It's still extremely low. Hard to find. Why I'm getting so many I don't know, but just luck of the draw when you get coins. Some states have got coins you can't get and vice versa, so it's a lottery. Then I got another 2021 50 cent piece. These are all, if I don't turn them over, they're all coat of arms, all of them. So another 2021, no mintage figure of course, but that gives me, I found my first one on the 18th of May, I think I wrote down somewhere. I did write it down. 17th of May was my very first one, and that makes number 5 now for that. So don't know what the mintage figure is going to be, but I'll keep all of them until I know what it is. It's only 50 cents. You can't lose money. You can go and spend these, put them away. They'll never lose money. If anything, they're only going to go up. They'll never go down. And they'll only go up. So over here now is, I know, well, I'll finish off with the 50 cents. This one's over here is a 1980 double bar die variety, 50 cent. Behind the emu here is 2 bars and they look like train tracks. My last noodle, I've done really close-ups on that 1980, so you can have a look at that one for a close-up, and I've got a video just on its own close-ups to show you the double bar on the 79 and the 1980. Then I got a 2019 Australia Post A to Z release and G for G'day. Nice condition too. It makes about 3 of them I think. But yeah, he's really nice. And then below that is the 2020 donation coin, our only circulating coloured $1 coin, first donation coin in the world, specifically made for donating. No mintage figure yet. H is on it, going to be 3 million. That's my prediction. We'll wait till we get the annual report, but they released them September last year, 3 million of them. No way the Mint's making any more after they put them out in September. They're flat out doing all next year, this year's coins and overseas coins. They can't, that's it. So they're going to release 25 million over 3 years, so 20, 21, 22. This year's and next year's, obviously you've got to split 22 million between them if I'm right. And I haven't seen any of them as yet, and there's a few people and myself wondering if they might bring a different colour out for each year, which would be really good for collecting as a set. But then somebody else pointed out, which I totally agree, that they probably won't do them in colour because you're supposed to donate them and they don't want people collecting them. So if you make them as a collectible, different colours for each year, you're going to collect them instead of donating. So I'd have to agree it's probably all going to be green. Find out about them later on in the year. Then over here I've got a die variety. This is the small design, the 2003 women's suffrage coin. There's two die varieties. There's the small design, bigger gap here, probably a mil maybe. The trident, this last end bit here, is long. Say it's 3/4 of a mil or something in length. From there to the rim, you can see it quite well, and you can see the distance around the edge and between the legend, that there's quite a good space. If you get the large one, you'll know straight away there's no tip off that. It's nearly, that bar's nearly touching the rim. There's no prong really going up there, and it's only a very slim distance there, maybe a 1/4 mil. And once you've looked at a lot of these, you'll see where I'm coming from straight away, that when they made the bigger design, wasn't just stretched up here and that the distance is closer here. You'll see the width of the waist here is wider. You pick it up after a while, you'll see that, yeah, just by looking at that waistline, you can pick them up, the small and large. Good to collect, always get one or two, same in a lot. The smaller one design, this one, is the bit harder to get. I put these at one of them to every 2 large design, so 2 to 1. So they're good to have, a pair of them. Try and get them in really good nick. So there you go with that. They don't come in very good condition. They're nice condition you get them up to, but I've got a couple of really good ones, high grade, which are very hard to find. And then we'll go here. This is a 2000, and it's not a mule. So this is the one that you can have the mule on, the 10-cent piece. Obverse was put in by mistake, and it produced an inner rim perfect around there of the 10-cent piece that they used by mistake. I think I read, they're saying 3,000 of them or something made, but I don't know. The mint doesn't know. I don't know if anybody knows how many they made. I read somewhere else they made 48,000 of them. So who knows? But I haven't found one for many, many years, mule. But this one is a 2000. It's not a mule. It's got a CUD right there, right at the foot and the tail. If anyone watched my last video, Noodle, or the one before that, I pointed out all the coins that you can find that on, because I found on the 2016, I think it was, and I pointed out that, they still got weak spots in the exact same place, because I was finding them on these 2000, 2008s, 2009s, basically anything from 2000 up. I don't think I found anything from a 99 down or anything like that. So from 2000 onwards, it looks like they started having problems with their dies at that area. But I'll show that up close. It's real tiny, but that matches with my other ones I've got. I've got a few there of different years. So there's a nice little exercise to, if you want something to do, try and find dollar coins with that CUD that's right at the foot and the tail. Right there, it's just one dot, that's all. I'll show that up close. It's quite small, hard to pick up too. Just picking them up really good with your eyes. That is also a lowish mintage too, at 7.6 million, the 2000 $1. These are 380,000, the mintage each on the A to Z, if I didn't mention it. But yeah, 380,000, and there's a special A that you can find. If you get an A and it's got an envelope on the side, that's a privy mark. They only made 7,500 of them, so anything with a privy mark, mint mark, you keep them. They're the ones that are worth the money. Always the ones that are worth the money. Mint mark and privy marks. Always worth more than anything else. Yeah, look out for the A with the privy mark, because people might not know and had them in the tubes when they bought them, and they go and spend them. because they're sick of just looking them in the tube and they're not really collectors and they don't know what to do with them. So there is a chance that you could pick up an A with an envelope privy mark to the side of it. And if you do, they're worth a bit of money now. A couple of $100 for them. So anyway, back to this one. So we're now at the 2005 Dancing Man, which is what they were supposed to mint for the whole year in 2005, as I mentioned in my last Noodle again, where I have a 2005 Mob of Roos. Well, they weren't supposed to make a 2005 Mob of Roos for the year. They were supposed to be all the Dancing Man. Somebody put 2006 Mob of Roos to the back of it, making the 2005 $1 Mob of Roos a true mule at 5.7 million. They are, but they are a mule. The mint found out they made a mistake. They knew how much mules are worth and collected and all that sort of stuff, so they did a massive runoff on it. Obviously they did 20 dies or so on that to make sure that it didn't become like the 2000 did. So it is a mule, the 2005 Mob of Roos. Yeah, at 5.7 million. So collect them, you know, especially in Topnik. So that's what they were supposed to do in 2005. But back to this one, we've got the Dancing Man, which was the anniversary of World War II, 60th anniversary. And he's got the hat CUD, nice big one too, right on there. Haven't found one for a little while, but yeah, nice big one. So I'll do a close-up on that one. And then here we've got two lovely finds, two real good finds. And the reason they're good finds, they're both 2008s, and that they're both together too, and they were only a couple of coins away from each other, which is amazing when I show you the errors on them, that they both got the same errors and they're still together from the die. Oh, you've got to put the odds on that and wonder, they've been around all over the place and yet they end up in one roll together. And these two were born from the same die. You'd win touch Lotto before you work the odds out on that. And the main reason I found is because I have been talking about these heaps of times in my videos with rabbit ear CUDs on coins. And I've pointed out many times, all the time, of the 2008 errors that I used to get when these were uncirculated. People out there that bought them off me have got top coins. I tell you, I sold many coins uncirculated, got straight out of the rolls. And these two here is like two that I had and sold and somebody's used them. Seriously, they're the exact errors. So I've been saying for many videos all the time when I talk about rabbit ears that the 2008 rabbit ears, but I've mentioned that it also gets what's right on here, massive tail cut right across there. It looks like it's another tail. This one is exactly the same place. The top of the one, look, it's all filled in. And I said to everyone, he's got a boxing glove where it fills it in. And look, this one too. The both of them in the same roll, 4 coins apart, and they came from the same die. From 2008, 12 years ago, 13, and they've got back together. And these are exactly looking what I sold. So you've got long die crack, chip has happened, broken right out and given them a double tail. And then here it's broken right out of the one, and the one hasn't got the serif, it's gone, it's all filled in. And here is the same. But what I did tell everybody on these coins was that you can get CUDs on the bicep and the chest, and I said that you can get the rabbit ears, of course. Never seen the Spuru on the 2008, but the rabbit ears. And I also said that the large kangaroo can get a die crack starting off its back and going. Well, this is a replica of this, but there is one difference. This coin here is exact same, but it was minted just prior to this one, and I know that for a good reason. Right here is a small curl die crack. It's about 1/4 of a mil. I'll show it up close, and that is on here. It doesn't have it. So this happened in the die, chipped and chipped. It was minted. It continued to get worse. This one's a little bit longer, a little bit there, and it got worse to the back of the kangaroo. It started to get a die crack coming off it, and this one has got it. And I've got pictures from my very first videos. You go and have a look at my very first ones from 5 years ago that I put on all the pictures, and you'll see these. And you'll see how that die crack then progressed. It progressed from the tail first, then the glove, then the die crack, and the die crack producing and getting bigger and actually turning into a small blob or cud on there. So there's a good progression of coins I can get here. So that's the first one, then this one, and this gets worse and worse. And then they end up with CUDs on the bicep and chest. And that's the last bit of it, all of them together. And they probably found the die then and replaced it. So lovely. I got 2 of them I've been telling everyone about. And not just one, I got 2 of them, and not just one that's missing that die crack that I can't show you. I got one with all of it on there, except for the chest and the bicep having the CUDs on them. Anyhow, that's really good. Good finds, good noodle, and hopefully write it all down again, what I've been telling you. And go and look at my videos that I mentioned. You know, I've got the 1980 double bar, go and look at that one. I've got one on the, lots of the other ones have got these 2 designs up close. I'll have it in the write-up, so you know, if they're in there. And have a look at them. They're all just low mintage. Yeah, so I'll show a close-up of the 2000, a close-up of the Dancing Man, and a close-up of the 2 2008s in order. This one first, then the second one will be with that die crack on there to show you the progression going on. So anyway, that's all for today. Till my next noodle. Thanks a lot for watching, and bye-bye.